Here we are at the Warbirds Fly-In, unloading the van. This gentleman is working on a P-38 Lightning.
50 cal and 20 mil. Nice stuff.
Here we have a Mitchell bomber. You see all the planes on the field. You're buzzing overhead. Here we have the opening to the field. No spectators beyond this point. You see all the planes out there.
A lot of these aircraft are tail draggers. So what you do is you take away the nose wheel, you put it out back, and then you look at the beautiful thing.
You see that there's a grandstand, there's eating area, you even have like sitting areas, okay, under in the shade. Pretty big turnout. I'm really impressed with the size of this event. Look at all the planes here.
Just coming in for a landing. World War II, we have Korea,
more along the
Vietnam.
side of the fence here, waiting to get under the P-38 Lightning, a Mitchell bomber, a Stuka dive bomber, a Mustang.
Most of the P-47s you've seen fly previously were the red and white planes.
This is really a huge event. There's a A-10 Warthog out over there, a jet,
aircraft called the Taylorcraft.
And here are a bunch of other planes that are getting queued up and going to go out on the field.
P-47. Followed by a Mustang.
They're flying all over the place.
And the Taylorcraft.
You've got Focke-Wulf.
Smoke coming out the back. That is not a
biplane
designed to do that.
Look at the size of these two planes. Huge. That wingspan's got to be at least 20 feet. Here we have some jets. I'm walking down towards one end of the field over here, and you can see it's solid planes from one end of the field to the other. Some out on taxiing out on it. There's one going to take off. We're coming in for a landing. Guys taking their plane off the field over there. Here we have a B-17 bomber. The thing awesome. Look at the size of that. P-38 Lightning. And we're down at the very edge of the airfield over here, up against the cornfield. Here I am at the very edge of the airfield looking back. You can see all the planes that are here. There's tons of them flying all over the place. This is a gallery here. You can see they all come in with the support trailers, you know, for work on their planes and everything else. But this is one hell of a turnout. This is more than I expected. Here we have a Stuka dive bomber. Beautiful plane. Here we have a Japanese Zero. Over here we have a Thunderbolt. There are two Focke-Wulf fighters on a field next to each other, and a Mustang and a Thunderbolt next to it. All the planes aren't flying, some of them are being worked on. Two highly skilled aviation technicians here. Here we have a jet under a tent. Hopefully we get to see this thing flying later on. It was a ME-109 or whatever. I don't know I forget what they called it.
Beautiful 4-point roll here. Third point. Beautiful job. Actually, the turbines that are in this aircraft are probably much more reliable and much more powerful for their size than what the original ME-262 had when it was 1945.
He's going to buzz the field now with the jet. Here he comes.
Harbor. In Midway, they sank 4 Japanese carriers in that battle, and it turned the tide of the war to the favor of the Allies. The Wildcat was the workhorse of that battle. In this model, features a very special motor in the front. Most of these aircraft are powered by a 2-stroke engine. This aircraft has a 4-cycle radial engine, so not only does this airplane look exactly like the Wildcat, when you hear it in the air, it will actually sound just like a full-size Wildcat. These aircraft were very difficult to handle on the ground. You'll notice that the landing gears are very stubby and very close together. So ground handling, especially in a crosswind like we have today, is a little bit of a challenge. But Scott has over 500 flights on this aircraft. This was here 5 years ago and flew as well. Scott has flown this aircraft for a memorial event at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Now takeoff run. So if you listen to this, it sounds just like it has a full-scale instrument rating and flies Beechcraft Bonanza. Now, this aircraft, as I said, was designed for destroying enemy tanks. It's a close ground support aircraft. It has two engines that are mounted high on the fuselage, and that's for two reasons. Number one, it was to protect the engines from ground fire, and number two, when that Gatling cannon starts firing rounds at a very high speed, the smoke from the cannon would actually choke out a turbine engine, so they mounted the turbines up on top so it wouldn't get full of smoke. And he's on his takeoff floor. Again, this aircraft is fully featured, fully retractable, got a little onboard microprocessor called an ECU, and that's what starts and stops the turbine for cool down. So Brian's taxiing out that aircraft about 14 feet long. And you can see that why they nicknamed it a flying missile, or a missile with wings. So basically the fuselage was built around a large jet engine and then a couple of very small wings, and you can see they actually had to carry fuel in the dip tanks.
Nose wheels off.
What happened?
I think we've got another issue. I think the nose gear just popped off the rim.
Good idea. Roll that baby back into the shop. Too many technical glitches today. Here's an F-104 that was having all those mechanical problems that didn't get off the ground, and here's that A-10 that was flying.
What happened?
You get a feel for the scale. Big planes.
Flown by Paul Tajerno is on
And
the ground. We got a green pad.
There's a ME whatever German jet that was flying before too. This was flying before too. Yeah, these three were up in the air already.
Yeah. Well, this one wasn't.
There's a jet flying over here. Let's see if we can get him in. He's coming down with low passes and everything. He's just awesome.
Get it down. He's getting ready to land. Let's hope he makes it.
Looks like he's going to make a low pass over here.
His gear was down the last time, so I think he's landing.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming in for a landing.
And ask them a few questions. They'd love to talk to you.
We showed all the planes on the tarmac. There's a jet up there now. Maybe I can get him on a flyby here.
I see we got some T-34s out here, some biplanes, we got Cubs.
What do you do? How does this work? What if they don't want to? I want to be with a girl. Yeah, he likes to talk.
I think the jet's coming around again. See if we can catch him. Here he comes. The Stuka. There's the jet. There he goes. The jet's coming around again. Let's see if we can get him. Coming down for a little flyby, I think. Here he comes.